Hello everyone, Tracy Filter here with Tracy's Ink Spot, ready to show you another fun fold card today. I'm not sure if this is the official name for it. I'm calling it the Triangle Flap Fun Fold, and you'll see why once we start creating. Alright, so for this card here, let me raise this up a little bit so you can see it better. We are going to need a card base that's 4 1/4 by 11, score it at 5 1/2. I'm going to be using our thick white cardstock. Then you need another piece of cardstock that's 3 by 8, and you're going to score that at 4 inches. I'm going to be using Rich Razzleberry. You need a piece of designer series paper that's 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to use it horizontally. So your 4 inches needs to be this way, and your 5 1/4 this way. So if you have a directional piece like I do, make sure you've got it facing the right direction. This is from the Flowering Fields Designer Series paper from the January to June 2022 mini catalog. Then you need 2 pieces of neutral cardstock that are each 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then you need your paper trimmer. Alrighty. So as we progress today, I'll show you the stamp sets and dies and all that other stuff that I'm using today. Alright, so let's start with that card base and grab your paper trimmer. Now you should have already scored it at 5 1/2, and for the sake of being better seen on video, I added a line to where my score line is with my black marker so you can see where it's going to be. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put it in your paper trimmer so that the top edge matches your trimmer, or the groove where your trimmer fits, your top edge where that meets, and then the bottom corner of your card front. Okay, so one corner and then the middle where the score line is are going to be in the groove of or where the track, and then you're just going to cut that off. Okay, so you should end up with a piece that looks like this. So there's a triangle that's like a flap. Okay, I already did one of those off camera so that I don't have one with a black line on it, so I'll use that in a second. All right, now grab your designer series paper and we're going to do the same thing. Now remember, we want this to be directional. So we're going to take the top corner into the groove and the bottom corner, bottom right. So top left, bottom right, in the groove, the track, and slice that off. Now you can go ahead and use this on another project. We are just going to use this one bottom corner. Alrighty, and then you are done with your paper trimmer. Alrighty. So you're going to want to take those 2 by 3 1/4 pieces, and one's going to be on the front of your card and one's going to be on the inside of your card. So pick out a verse or images or something like that that you're going to want on there. So I'm going to be using Flowering Tulips bundle. So it comes with a matching die set. Several of these pieces will cut out the ones you see in the stamp set. So there's some for the leaves and the stem. There are ones for the shapes of the flowers. Here's the outer lines of those. And then there's these other fun ones in here that will fold together to make some tulips. So I will be showing you guys how to put those together in a separate video because I've already done it ahead of time for this one, just to save a little time and trouble on what we're working on. All right, so here is my inside. I used the Love You So Much from Flowering Tulips, and I stamped it in Highland Heather. And then for the front, I'm using the Let Today Be the Start of Something New, also stamped in Highland Heather. All right, so we're gonna take our 3 by 8 piece, and you're gonna want to give that score line a nice crease. Now we're gonna want this to open opposite of what you might think. So the crease needs to be on the right side. All right, so whatever piece you're gonna adhere to the front, go ahead and do that. Whoops. Like so. And then our inside is going to obviously go on the inside. Oh, my piece of paper keeps wanting to move. All right, and those should be cut so that they fit nicely inside, bordered all the way around. Okay, so it's kind of like a book, but it opens to the right. Okay, go back to the pieces that we cut the triangles. So take your card base and go ahead and give that a nice crease, and then you'll see that that triangle should fit right inside of the flap. So go ahead and use some adhesive along those edges, and then there should be a little bit of a border when you put this down. All right, so there you go. So that is your triangle flap, now decorated with some designer series paper. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put some adhesive on the back side of this. go. All right, now this little book fold is going to go inside here with about the same amount of spacing all the way around. And then when we close our card, we're going to flip it like that. So your triangle fold comes next, and then the fold of the book. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit more embellishment to the front here. You might have used some die cut pieces or done the whole image or the whole piece in images and phrases, but I went ahead and made a little bundle of tulips from the die set, and these were done in Rich Razzleberry and Evening Evergreen, I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to put some adhesive dimensionals on the back of that to make that pop off my little book fold. I then also took a little piece of our white seam binding and I tied a little ribbon around where they all meet. I just stuck these together with glue dots and trimmed off the pieces of the stems that I didn't need. And I'm just going to lay that on this part right here. Okay, so that finishes the front of my card. And again, flip open, flip open. There you go. Alrighty, so that is how you're going to do the triangle flap fun fold. So let me bring this back in. This has all of the dimensions and all of the pieces that I used today. And you can go ahead and look those up in the annual catalog for 2021-2022 and the January to June mini catalog for 2022. Alrighty, if you have any questions at all about how this goes, feel free to visit my Facebook page, leave me a comment, or you can email me at tracy@tracysInkspot.com. Alrighty, leave a comment at the bottom of this video too. If you have any questions, I can always follow it there. And I hope you enjoyed this video today. Have a good one. Bye now.